picture Sarah posted on her page tonight. Everybody gathered around the backyard firelight. Dave was holding up a beer, and you were smiling wide in that denim jacket that you used to wear with pride. I almost tapped the screen to leave a little thumbs up mark, but I put the phone down sitting in the quiet dark. It ain't my place to comment on the memories you make or the pieces of my weekend that you had to take. I can't be mad at Dave or Sarah or hold a bitter grudge when it comes to who they stand beside. It's easy to be judged. I was just a plus one that you brought into the fold, a temporary passenger left out in the freezing cold. When the love goes south and the lines get drawn in the dirt, I know exactly where I stand. And yeah, I know it hurts, but I can't blame them for the way this social circle burst. They were your friends first. I ran into Marcus down at the auto parts store. We used to talk for hours about his Chevy's custom door. He gave an awkward nod and stared straight down at his boots, like a tree that's trying hard to pull up all its roots. He mumbled about the weather and he quickly paid his bill, rushing out the heavy glass and driving up the hill. I guess it's complicated being caught between the two, but the loyalty was always anchored strictly down to you. So I can't be mad at Dave or Sarah or hold a bitter grudge when it comes to who they stand beside. It's easy to be judged. I was just a plus one that you brought into the fold, a temporary passenger left out in the freezing cold. When the love goes south and the lines get drawn in the dirt, I know exactly where I stand. And yeah, I know it hurts, but I can't blame them for the way this social circle burst. They were your friends first. I gotta find a new place just to grab a Friday drink, a different side of town where I can sit alone and think. It's a double kind of heartache when the heavy gavel falls. Losing you meant losing every number I couldn't call. Yeah, the fire's burning bright tonight. I'm just a ghost they used to know. Ain't my crowd anymore. I'll just let them go. They were your friends first. Always were. Sitting on the porch steps, sun is going down, watching the headlights coming from the edge of town. Old Buster's lying by my boots, resting his weary head. I pour myself a glass of rye and leave the words unsaid. Every time a pair of tires kicks up the driveway stone, he jumps up on his heavy paws, thinking we ain't alone. He runs down to the wire gate, tail wagging in the dust, looking for that silver paint, looking through coat. I burned the letters that you left, the angry things you wrote. I've done my best to scrub this house of the memory of your face, but I can't train the loyal heart out of this lonely place. He still sleeps on your side of the bed right against the wall, and when the wind rattles the glass it thinks he hears you call. He runs down to the wire gate, tail wagging in the dust, looking for that silver paint, looking through the rust. I don't have the heart to tell him it's just a neighbor's boy, or the mailman running late, stealing back his joy. He whines and paces by the fence and gives up on his love. I know you ain't coming back, but the dog still listens for your truck. I guess we're both just waiting on a ghost to turn the wheel, pretending that this empty ache ain't something that we feel. I pat his head and call him back. Come on, boy, let's go inside. There's only so much foolish hope a grown man ought to hide. Yeah, shut the heavy wooden door and turn the deadbolt lock, just staring at the hands upon the clock. He lays back down upon the rug, ears twitching at the wind. Yeah, the dog still listens for your truck. He still listens for your truck. In early July, I just rolled down the window and watched the highway fly. Put a piece of black tape right across the dash, figured I could fix it when I came into some cash. She was running a little rough, sputtering in the cold, but I just pushed the pedal down and did what I was told. The motor's got a way of keeping silence going. You push it past the limit and you ask it for some more. Check engine light, believe my own stubborn lies in the middle of the night. Thought if I didn't look, the problem wasn't there. Thought a little bit of distance was just normal wear and tear. Now I'm broken down and smoking on the shoulder of the ride, 'cause I ignored the check engine light. You sat me at the table back in late September, said we needed talking from what I can remember. You had tears on your face, said we're drifting out of lane. I just kissed your forehead and went to work the same. I put a piece of tape across my heavy calloused heart, didn't want to see the fractures tearing us apart. You packed a single bag and left it by the hall, and I just kept on walking, pretending I was tall. I ignored the check engine light, believed my own stubborn lies in the middle of the night. Thought if I didn't look, the problem wasn't there. Thought a little bit of distance was just normal wear and tear. Now I'm broken down and smoking on the shoulder of the right. Now I'm sitting on the hood, waiting on a tow, watching the taillights pass me by. Just a glowing orange spark, lighting up the dark, check engine light. Too little, too late. The aluminum ladder right to the living room floor, brought in the heavy toolbox through the sliding patio door. The morning sun is blinding, the house is much too still. I need a heavy project to bend unto my will. It ain't been squeaking lately, the motor runs just fine, but I gotta keep my hands busy to outrun my own mind. I grabbed a flathead from the kit and climbed up to the top, knowing if I start to work, I might not have to stop. So I'm taking down the ceiling fan piece by heavy piece, looking for a little noise, praying for release, unscrewing the wooden blades, dropping them in the hole, 'cause if I stop and listen, I'll just stare at the wall. I'm stripping out the copper wires, tearing out the heart, just a desperate sweating man taking his own house apart. A layer of gray dust falls down right into my eyes, a stinging little metaphor for all the sudden goodbyes. I reach up for the bracket, my knuckles turning white, trying to fix a heavy ache by working in the light. I used to be a handyman who kept this place intact. You always praised the way I work, and yeah, that is a fact. Now I'm undoing the very thing I hung up straight and true, 'cause leaving them exactly right just leaves me missing you. So I'm taking down the ceiling fan piece by heavy piece, looking for a little noise, praying for release, unscrewing the wooden blades, dropping them in the hall, 'cause if I stop and listen, I'll just stare at the wall. I'm stripping out the copper wires, tearing out the heart, just a desperate sweating man taking his own house apart. Yeah. There's a pile of glass and metal resting on the rug. I'm staring at the ceiling hole, feeling like a bug, pinned beneath the quiet that I tried so hard to beat. Now it's just me and my ruin, standing on my own 2 feet. I ran out of screws to turn, I ran out of time. The silence is creeping back, crawling up my spine. Wipe the grease right off my hands, fold the ladder up, put the pliers in the box. The air is perfectly still now, just the way you left it, Nothing left to take apart, nothing left to break, just taking down the fan.
Turn the key in the deadbolt, kick the boots off by the mat, leave the lunchbox on the counter, right where it always sat. Wash the grease off of my knuckle with a bar of heavy soap, staring in the bathroom mirror, fresh out of any hope. The television silent, the hallway's pitch black, just the aching in my shoulders and the stiffness in my back. I walk into the bedroom, don't even hit the switch, just let the heavy darkness scratch this lonely edge. 'Cause the left side is empty and the right side is cold, and this quiet house is making me feel so damn home. What's the point of pulling cover or turning down the light when there ain't nobody waiting to hold me through the night? I just fall across a mattress with the dirt still on my sleeves. Yeah, I'm sleeping in my work clothes since the day you chose to leave. You used to hate it when I'd ruin all the sheets with factory dust. You'd say, go and take a shower, wash away the rust. I'd grumble, but I'd do it just to crawl in next to you. Now there's no one here to care about the damage that I do. The denim's stiff and heavy, the canvas smells like sweat, but it's the closest thing to comfort that a ruined man can get. It feels like a suit of armor against some memories in this room, as I lay here breathing heavy in the quiet and the gloom. 'Cause the left side is empty and the right side is cold, and this quiet house is making me feel so damn old. What's the point of pulling cover or turning down the light when there ain't nobody waiting to hold me through the night? I just fall across a mattress with the dirt still on my sleeves. Yeah, I'm sleeping in my work clothes since the day you chose to leave. When the alarm rings at 5:30, I just lace my boots back on, walk out into the morning, pretending you ain't gone. Ain't no reason to undress for a ghost that isn't there. I just splash a little water and run fingers through my hair.
Walk down the gravel drive to the aluminum box, past the rusted tractor and the cinder blocks. Grabbed a handful of envelopes, circulars and bills. Stood there in the quiet of the autumn chills. Flipped through the electric, the water and the bank. Then I saw the windowed paper and my heavy stomach sank. It's just a catalog delivery or a credit card pre-screen, but it's the coldest piece of paper that I have ever seen. 'Cause they didn't use a surname that I gave you at the church, leaving me abandoned on this lonely porch to hurt. Yeah, the ink is black and heavy, and it brings a quiet shame, staring at the mail with your maiden name. I guess you saw the judge down in the county seat, signed away the promises we made on 2nd Street. Traded in the missus for the girl you used to be, erasing every syllable that tied you up with me. It's funny how a postmark and a printed line of text can tell a broken man exactly what is coming next. You took the ring right off your hand and laid it in a drawer. Now the postman is confirming what I'm hurting for. It's just a catalog delivery or a credit card pre-screen, but it's the coldest piece of paper that I have ever seen. 'Cause they didn't use the surname that I gave you at the church, leaving me abandoned on this lonely porch to hurt. Yeah, the ink is black and heavy, and it brings a quiet shame, staring at the mail with your maiden name. I could cross it out with marker, I could throw it in the fire, but burning up the evidence won't make me less alive. When I tell the folks in town that we're just taking time apart, this envelope is tearing up the middle of my heart. Take a red ballpoint pen, write return to sender clear. She don't live here anymore, she ain't been here in any year. Just mail with your maiden name. Yeah, she's gone. Clock is striking 3, the neighborhood is dead. I kicked the heavy blankets to the bottom of the bed, walked out to the hallway, leaving all the lights turned low. Got nowhere to be tomorrow and nowhere else to go. From the edge of the kitchen counter to the faded front room blind, I'm walking out the heavy miles inside my racing mind. I trace the same old pattern that I started weeks ago. Every creaking floorboard is a sound I've come to know. And I'm pacing grooves in the hardwood, wearing down the pine, walking back and forth across a thin, invisible line.
trying to find the exact step where everything went wrong, marching to the rhythm of a silent, lonely song. Yeah, the finish is getting thinner underneath my restless feet, just an endless, sleepless circle on a quiet, empty street. I walk past the dusty mantel where your picture used to sit, past the fireplace we built together, the one we never lit. 12 steps to the television, turn around and make it 10. Right back to the hallway mirror and start it all again. My shadow keeps me company, stretching long across the wall, a prisoner doing midnight laps behind the dining hall. I've memorized the grain, the knots, the scratches in the wood, trying to walk my way right back to when we had it good. But I'm pacing grooves in the hardwood, wearing down the pine, walking back and forth across a thin, invisible line, trying to find the exact step where everything went wrong, marching to the rhythm of a silent, lonely song. Yeah, the finish is getting thinner underneath my restless feet, just an endless, sleepless circle on a quiet, empty street. The soles of my socks are threadbare, my legs are made of lead, but the ghost of your goodbye is echoing inside my head. If I stop moving for a second, the silence gets too loud, so I keep walking solitary in this one-man lonely crowd. I can't lay down and close my eyes, I can't just let it be, 'cause the moment that I settle, the truth catches up with me. Back and forth, turn around at the door, just wearing out the floor, grooves in the hardwood, I can't sleep anymore. Yeah, I just keep on walking. I polished up my leather boots and wore my better suit, walked up the concrete sanctuary stairs feeling resolute. Brother Thomas held the double doors and gave a heavy sigh. He didn't ask me how I was, he didn't ask me why. I walked down the center aisle beneath the stained glass light, trying to keep my shoulders square and walk a little upright right. I found our usual spot right by the middle aisle and offered up a stranger a stiff and broken smile. But I'm only taking half a pew on
varnished oak right by my side, where you used to sit and harmonize too in the sweet by and by. Now there's nowhere for my ruined heart to hide. The congregation bows their heads to pray, and I just trace the grain where you used to stay. It's a lonely kind of gospel when you're paying for your pride, taking up just half a pew on Sunday. When they passed the wooden offering plate, I put my dollar in, felt the eyes of Mrs. Gable burning through my skin. She knows the whole town's talking about the boxes in the hall, and how your brother brought his truck to load up through the fall. I open up the hymnal to page 104, the page we used to hold together, singing to the Lord. Now my thumb is resting on the binding all alone, and the choir singing words that feel like turning into stone. 'Cause I'm only taking half a pew on Sunday. There's 3 feet of varnished oak right by my side, where you used to sit and harmonize too in the sweet by and by. Now there's nowhere for my ruined heart to hide. The congregation bows their heads to pray, and I just trace the grain where you used to stay. It's a lonely kind of gospel when you're paying for your pride, taking up just half a pew on Sunday. I can face the quiet house, I can face the silent nights, but breaking in front of all these folks beneath the steeple lights is the heaviest cross I've had to bear since you drove away. The preacher talks of mercy, but I don't know what to say. Benediction washes over. The people say amen. I grab my coat and step out in the sun, trying to avoid the hands that want to shake, leaving all that empty space behind. Yeah, half a pew, just half a pew on Sunday. The late afternoon sun is cutting through the glass, watching the yellow lines and the mile markers pass. I got the radio low, just a static on the dial. Haven't had a reason to
turn it up in a while. I glance over to my right, out of habit I suppose, where you used to rest your feet and curl your painted toes. Now the air is perfectly still, the cabin's totally quiet, just a heavy kind of peace and my heart trying to fight it. And there's just dust on the passenger side, a quiet little ghost of a long, lonely ride. It settles on the leather where your jacket used to lay, a thick layer of missing you that builds up every day. I could wipe it all clean, but I just let it ride, collecting all this dust on the passenger side. You always held the map, even when I knew the way, finding some local station, singing through the fray. You'd have the window rolled down, wine tangling up your hair. Now the climate control is the only breeze in there. Just a couple of toll receipts and an old pair of shades sitting in the dashboard light as the golden hour fades. Every mole dancing in the sun is a word we didn't say, settling down upon the vinyl since you went away. And there's just dust on the passenger side, a quiet little ghost of a long, lonely ride. It settles on the leather where your jacket used to lay, a thick layer of missing you that builds up every day. I could wipe it all clean, but I just let it ride, collecting all this dust on the passenger side. I took a rag from the garage, held it in my hand, stared at the empty seat like a barren stretch of land. If I wipe away the gray, I'm wiping out the past, admitting that this empty cab is really gonna last. So I threw the towel down, closed the heavy door, and left the quiet evidence of what I'm hurting for. Just let it settle, every grain of memory of you. The seatbelt's locked in place, untouched. Just dust on the passenger side. Yeah, nobody's riding shotgun tonight. Wire mesh is rusted by the heavy iron latch, a jagged little tear I never got around to patch. The winter wind is creeping down the dark and narrow hall, making lonely shadows shiver on the drywall. I pull my heavy flannel tight across my aching chest, staring at the mattress where you always used to rest. I meant to buy some weather strip, I meant to buy a frame, but now the wind is whistling a bitter sounding tune that sounds just like your name. And there's a cold draft from the screen door tonight, blowing out the embers of the fading firelight. It's howling through the kitchen, freezing up the floor, a heavy with wood, but fixing up this broken house won't do me any good. The freeze is already inside. You told me in September it was tearing at the seam. I treated your requesting like a silly passing dream. I said it's just a screen, babe, it ain't no heavy thing. Now I'm sitting freezing, listening to the rusted hinges sing. A little bit of maintenance could have kept you warm and safe. Instead I let the elements rub up against our faith. You packed up all your sweaters when the first October frost showed up on the driveway to highlight what I lost. And there's a cold draft from the screen door tonight, blowing out the embers of the fading firelight. It's howling through the kitchen, freezing up the floor, a heavy chilling echo of what I'm hurting for. I could block it with a blanket or seal it up with wood, but fixing up this broken house won't do me any good. The freeze is already inside. Now the ice is settling upon the windowsill, and the whiskey in the cabinet is losing all its thrill. I'm paying for my laziness in freezing bitter air, staring at the empty space beside your rocking chair. A man who won't protect his home from just a little breeze is a man who's bound to end up on his frozen begging knees. And there's a cold draw rattling the wood. I should have patched it up like I always said I would. Now the lock is broken and the heat is gone, just a cold draft blowing until the dawn.